Look at this beautiful shot and painting. So someone was, this looks like it was a direct derivative of last month's lesson in backlighting. Excellent work, nice job. Way to take it and run with it on your own. Perfect way to do that. So a lot of good things. I love the pose. I love what you've set up here. Just beautiful. The lines, the tip of the head. You know this line compared to that line. Just beautifully done. Let me just speak to the backlight. So when so if I were to look at just the values on the backlight here, let me just darken this way down. Watch what happens to the values in the face when I do that. Notice how much darker these are than this value. Again, so this is just a light and dark levels in Photoshop is just the amount of brightness or contrast that you can put in. Any photo editor will have that. So you can lighten or darken things. So I'm just darkening it way down. What that does is it shows me the true relationship of value. Let me just do that. Let me just keep it there for a second. And then I'll do the same on this. When I do that, do you notice how there are lights on the face that are jumping off? And there are lights even in the shadows here that are jumping off more than anything that's in here, or certainly on the face. What that tells me is that, that the values on the face, in the shadow side of her face, are just a little too bright. And that's such an easy miss. What happens is, we're working on this, and we see all this beautiful light. But what we have to do is we have to squint way, way down. Why do we do that? Squinting is the only way we're going to see the true relationship of how strong and bright this light really is. When I squint way down, I want you guys to do that even at the screen now. Just squint way down at this subject. Okay, so you're going to squint way down, keep it there. Now, take off the squint. That's kind of what you saw in the squint, right? That relationship. That's what you're shooting for. That's what the squint will give you. Now, having said that, when you're painting, you need to remember this relationship. Wow. So what that means is you're going to have to mix a tone that's quite a bit darker, just like I did in our backlit study of the woman outside with the sari on and the light. I had to mix her flesh tone so dark. And when if I were to just look at that, mixed flesh tone in the dark, like for instance, I could even color pick here. Let's just say, so that's maybe closer to actually what the light is doing. Now let me just, with a brush, color pick this value, and I'll just put a tone of it. I got to get the opacity up. So I'm going to color pick this value in Photoshop, and now I'm just going to paint it on top of this white. Do you see how dark that face value is compared to the light? Isn't that astounding? That's how bright this light is compared to this light. So when you're mixing these flesh tones, you've got to mix them this dark in order for that to read. It's scary when you're mixing them and you look at your palette and you go, no way, I could never have that amount of darkness on that girl's light, that light girl's face, and have it look like anything. Well, it actually will. And here's the key, you have to trust it, and you have to put it down. But by and large, beautiful job, excellent choreography on the piece, just stunning, really well done.